Hey guys, what's up? What's going on out there? Wherever you are this morning, what's up? Brent Abel here, webtennis.com, with another episode of 7 Around 7. Today we're going to work on the mindset for the topspin backhand passing shot. And before we get into it, a quick reminder, the course that I've got for you guys on the topspin backhand, there's 7 minimalist must-have keys, technical keys that we got to get organized on if you want to consistently drive your topspin backhand, either as a rally ball or, as we're going to see today, as a passing shot, return to serve, whatever it is. There's only 7 keys that you got to be able to have, and when you do, you get consistent, and man, your confidence just goes through the roof. And that's really what we're looking for, right? We go out there and play. We want to be confident. Right? We don't want to be questioning. We don't want to be self-doubting. We don't want to be unsure. We want to have total clarity of how to execute the shot. And as we've been working on the last month or so, how do we take that conscious practice arena where we're tinkering on technique and then work on it long enough so that when you then transfer over to the match, it's just a subconscious reaction, right? You don't have to manufacture technique in a match like you might tinker with consciously in your practice situation. So that's why I like, and that's why Mr. Stowe liked when I worked with him, is to make technique as simple and as clean as possible so that there's not a lot that can go wrong, number one. But number two, it's repeatable. You can actually do this over and over again. So look, down below in the description area, there's a link that will take you to the course. And see how many bonuses? Man, I don't know. There's 2 or 3 bonuses in there. 7 little minimalist technique keys we got to get organized with on this topspin backhand. And 17, it's only $17, big whoop. A lot of value in that package. That package is going to expire, and the offer is going to end, what's today? Wednesday, tomorrow night, Thursday, September 2nd, midnight Pacific. So if you need to clean up your top or backhand, down below in the description area is the way to do it. There's a link that will take you to the details of what's in the package, along with the order form as well. All right, guys, that's it for that. Look, the passing shot mindset, I think one of the things that is so instinctive is that when you've got an opponent who's approaching on you, and that our first thought is keep away. I want to keep my passing shot away from my opponent. And that becomes, yeah, Randall, you're right. A one-hander has advantages, better reach and ability to come over the ball. Yeah. And look, so let me not be distracted. Let me focus, but keep the comments coming. So I think that when we think about keep away, as we do sometimes when we return to serve in doubles and we've got an active net partner in there, we kind of think about keep away. And the problem with thinking of keep away, it's a moving target. You're never really sure what your target should be. And so what happens is we're just kind of confused. It's a foggy target as opposed to something specific. So look, here's a point from a match a while ago, indoors in Minneapolis, right? And I'm going to take you through this real quick here, and yeah, so let's go back and kind of pick this apart a little bit. First of all, I've decided to play serve and volley, right? And let me get her back. Let's get her back. Okay, we're playing serve and volley. And the return has got me in a super defensive position here, right? So, look, I don't have any opportunity with this to be able to play it and then move forward. I just don't have the time to do it. So I'm just trying to scramble, get it back in play, and see if I can somewhat cover the court. Now, look, here comes the approach, right? And my thought, first of all, is not keep away, but my initial thought is, what's my target, right? Now, I could go up the line, right? You could go up the line with this, no problem. You could kind of just roll it down to this guy's feet, no problem. You could go cross court, no problem. You have free will to choose on this, right? The key is that go with your initial shot instinct. And for whatever reason, with me on this one, my initial shot was going, we're going to take this cross court, right? And I think some of that's because just my momentum is carrying me to the left. And if I try to go up the line, yikes, that's tough, right? But so here it is. Cross court's the target in general, right? But specifically, I'm thinking about what part of this net do I want the ball to cross over? I've totally forgotten about this guy right here. If he anticipates this is where I'm going, I can't stop him from doing that, right? So, and I think that's what happens when we play keep away, is we go through this laundry list of well, what if he anticipates cross court? Well, what if he anticipates up the line? And we never really commit to the shot that we're going to play. And so we just don't really execute it. And so for me, again, I'm thinking about a spot above the net. And I'm assuming he's going to get it. Because I'm putting the brakes on and I'm assuming it's coming back and looking to move in. So I want you to be thinking on your pass, what's that spot over the top of the net, whether it's up the line, whether it's right over the net strap, the center net strap, or if it's going to be cross court. Make it more specific in terms of where is it? And in your mind's eye, like obviously I'm looking at the ball here, right? I am not looking at that target. In my mind's eye, I know where that target is, and that's my intention, right? And again, I cannot stop that opponent from guessing or anticipating that I'm going there. So I'm always assuming that it's going to come back, and I'm going to put the brakes on and look for it, right? Sometimes it works out like this, not a completely clean pass, right? Guy gets racking on it. But if he had started to anticipate over here, he might have been able to handle it. So, where are we here? Let's go back here. So that's it. On your passing shot, don't make it fancy. Don't make it complicated. Don't do, let's keep it away from that opponent. Passing shot is really kind of just the phrase, just the nomenclature is not great. Kind of like overhead, right? We don't literally want to place the ball when the lob goes up. We don't want to get our feet organized in a way that when we make contact, the ball's literally over our head. We want the ball out to our, racket shoulder side, right? So same thing here. Passing shot kind of makes one think, well, I gotta make sure the ball goes past him, right? And that's not the case. It's just not the case. It is always a two-shot mindset or a two-shot strategically tactical play. But mindset-wise, it's a target practice, and that's it. And I think that if you do that, what you'll take away from your mind is that engagement with your opponent. And lots of times, we had a recent episode on, don't engage with your opponent. Don't be involving yourself with their personality, right? And it's the same thing here. Just because the guy's got the greatest backhand volley in the world, okay, well, on certain passing shot opportunities, that might say, well, I'm going up the line, or I'm, whatever. But if you're thinking target, I think some of those thoughts will go away that, oh my gosh, this guy can do this, or this guy, blah, 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 blah. All these kinds of personality engagement type of thinking, it just doesn't work. So target practice, execute it on your time. You don't have to rush. I mean, I do like to step forward if I can to be able to take a nanosecond away of time from that opponent so that I've got a slightly bigger target to hit into. right? If you think about it in your passing shots, if you can step forward into the court and take the ball earlier, well, then that guy is still on his way up and you've got a bigger target to hit into. Well, bigger target to hit into for me means that I don't have to be as great with a passing shot. So, hey, Rich, good morning. And this is a skill. This is a mindset skill of, just like Rich said, love the thought of target practice. So, yeah, I remember Chrissy Everett once, decades ago, someone asked her about, Dad, you just never miss a passing shot. And she said the exact same thing. She says, well, I've just got a target. I want to hit my ball. It was like a little window over the top of the net. And she said, I just try to hit it there. And she basically, without saying it, was just saying, I don't think of that person up there. All I've got is a target. And in the great words of Dick Johnson, and I'll probably say this on every 7 Around 7 episode, the great words of Dick Johnson, look, I'm just going to hit a quality shot to my target. I'm assuming the guy's going to get it. I'm assuming it's coming back. That's okay. And I'm sure everyone now can, what's next? And we'll just take it from there. Big whoop. So the passing shot is, mentally, it gets teed up way too often as this is an all or nothing. And I used to think that way, right? And I sometimes it went with the all or nothing thinking. You are not ready for the anticipation or the guessing of your opponent. You can hit the cleanest up the line whistle, just feels so great. And the guy over there guessed. He started to move over there just before you executed the shot. And as you were about to celebrate and go, come on, baby, he's there and he's making a stab volley and you're not ready. So I think if you will always consider it as the possibility, it's going to be a 2-shot play. And look, why not? What's the big deal? We'll just take it from there, right? You hit something clean, great. On this particular point that I played, cross court, I'm assuming it's coming back. That's okay. And if it does come back, you saw at the end there, Mike was just kind of falling over. If it comes back, I got the lower 40 to take the racket handle and just bunt the thing over into the open court. No big deal. So I'm kind of rambling this morning on this passing shot, but I think that we way too often think of the passing shot as an ESPN 11 p.m. top 10 shots of the day. And we think that's what we need to do with it. We put way too much pressure on ourselves to make sure that the ball does not come back. And if you look at the opposite, which is this is just a standard topspin backhand to a specific spot above the top of the net, knowing that might come back, that's cool, and we'll just get ready. We'll just be ready for that situation. If it comes back, boom, we can just doink the thing into the open court, and we don't need to be on ESPN. We don't, because if you're trying to hit the ESPN top 10ers of the day, guess how many balls you're missing? If they had a top 10 for all the top 10 ESPN shots missed of the day, it might be on that one too. Ooh, ouch. Dose of reality. All right, guys, look, I got to get scooting. Here we are, 14 minutes. Down below in the description area, I would love for you to click that link. Check out what I've got for you in this topspin backhand course. And basically we're going offensive with it, but making sure that the technique of it is such that it's safe, it's consistent, and it builds confidence. And I really want to help you get there with it. Look, the deal I've got for you is insane. It's $17. It's the full master class plus along with some bonuses. And but the deal ends tomorrow night, Thursday, September 2nd, midnight Pacific. So guys, that's it for me today. It's time, as always. Come on now. Got to get out there today. And getting out there today in Steamboat. Got a little weather coming in. Got a little weather this morning. And then tonight, all night long, boom, lightning, thunder, crashing. Cool. Guys, get out there today. Help someone else have a great day. I'll see you again tomorrow.